How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Major League Baseball embracing anthem kneeling and Black Lives Matter. Now, for the life of me, I can't figure out why they're doing this, because the average Major League Baseball fan and sports fan in general, I'll talk about other sports in a minute, they're not going to be the ones that are out there quote unquote protesting, really rioting for Black Lives Matter. Okay, you can identify your average everyday baseball fan. All right. The little boy out there with his dad playing catch, eating a hot dog with the relish and the ketchup on it, that's going to be your average everyday Major League Baseball fan, okay? Those that are out there so-called protesting, I use that term very lightly, they're going to be your gender non-conforming, shrieking, latte sipping, elitist that does not know the license plate on their car from home plate on the baseball diamond. All right, that's what's going on with that. So if you're going to be supporting anthem kneeling and Black Lives Matter as Major League Baseball, who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to satisfy? You're not satisfying your average fan or your general fan base, your broad fan base. You're trying to appease those that don't even watch the game, that don't know anything about the game or sports in general. Or it could be about advertising revenue. Okay, that'll kind of motivate you to get on the Black Lives Matter bandwagon, maybe. But then again, I've not heard anything from any kind of advertisers threatening to boycott Major League Baseball. There's no, weird thing going on, no kind of crisis, no kind of anything like that. Maybe they're trying to prevent from having any kind of thing happen, so they want to come out and jump in front of it. Maybe there was a backdoor meeting that we're not privy to. I can't really tell, but I just don't really understand the move. If it's not about advertising revenue, then it makes no sense at all, because all they're going to do with this move is alienate a lot of fans. Let me back up a little bit here to explain what's going on. Now, on Major League Baseball's official Twitter page, they posted a clip of the San Francisco Giants kneeling during the anthem. Now, some guys were kneeling. It wasn't the majority, but it was enough to be noticeable. And some guys had their hands over their heart. That's division right there, because if they're out there not unified on the field before the game even begins, how are they going to be unified when the game starts? How are they going to be unified in the locker room? How are they going to be unified in general off the field when some guys might want to go hang out with other guys and go to their house and have camaraderie? How is that really going to happen when guys are divided visibly on the field between I'm going to stand hand over the heart during national anthem, and you halfway crying, kneeling, you got your eyes in your hands, all this, that, and the third. There's a unity there. And then whoever's running the Major League Baseball official Twitter account is responding to critics of it. And you know what the main gripe is? I don't support the political stuff being inserted into Major League Baseball. Even if you agree with Black Lives Matter, that's fine. That's okay. But let's not have that here. All right. I'm a political guy. I'm a news junkie. I love it. I read it. I sleep it. I eat it. And I breathe it. However, I want a break sometimes from the political stuff. All right. I don't want the current politics of the day just shoved down my throat. Maybe I want to watch a baseball game, basketball game, football game or something. Maybe even, I don't know, a race car race, NASCAR. Maybe I want to watch that without the political stuff in my face all the time. Just maybe, just a quick break to have some fun and enjoy myself. But I can't, because they're doing stuff like this. But getting back to Major League Baseball's official Twitter page, whoever's running it, people are responding saying they don't like it, it's political. And then the page is saying, well, nothing is political about protesting peacefully for rights and all this and that and the third. It's like, man, come on. It's inherently political. I just explained how there's division on the baseball diamond already. And then beyond that, you have the people that are out there so-called protesting for Black Lives Matter. Oh, and if you think that I'm making the false correlation between Black Lives Matter and an anthem kneeling, Major League Baseball themselves put the video up of the kneeling and had the hashtag Black Lives Matter in the tweet. So it's not me, it's them, but I digress. Getting back to the point, Black Lives Matter is inherently political. Those that are out there so-called protesting, really rioting, tearing things up, trying to start an insurrection in the coup of the country, they're talking about things that are political. They're talking about F Donald Trump, get Trump out of office. The people that started the actual organization, the BLM, they get their money through Act Blue, which is a Democratic Party campaign fundraising thing. Now, I don't know if they get all the money. if it goes to any other presidential candidate, but I do know that that platform is used specifically for Democratic politicians. All right. And the founder said that they are trained Marxists. That's political. And they want to get Trump out of office. Again, political. Everything about BLM, from the founders to the foot soldiers, is political in nature. So when you support Black Lives Matter and the anthem kneeling, divisive, in a politically charged environment, you are engaging in politics. You are bringing politics into the game. Don't bring politics to sports. Leave it be. And then beyond the whole Black Lives Matter, supporting that, supporting the anthem kneeling, supporting protesting publicly on their Twitter page, Major League Baseball, but also invited Anthony Fauci to throw out the first pitch at the Washington Nationals game. It's like, come on, man. Like, out of all the guys in the world, you want to get Anthony Fauci, who is like a darling on the left, because they see him as somebody that's inside the White House, that's an opponent of Donald Trump. Okay, so like, you're doing everything you can to engage in politics. I don't know how Major League Baseball survives after this, to be honest with you, because the virus is bad enough. They're having a truncated season. They're only having 60 out of 162 games. So you're talking about over 100 less games, nobody in the crowd. They got cardboard cutouts. That was weird. I was watching some of the early games. I think I saw like a Mets game, and I noticed behind the catcher, you had cardboard cutouts. It was a cutout of a dog that was like human size. I was like, is that what we're gonna do? No fans in the crowd? It's not even no need for that, because you could just have capacity limits. Half of these ballparks be empty anyway. I mean, if you go into a Cleveland Indians game and they're playing, I don't know, the St. Louis Cardinals, is anybody going to be in the crowd? Like, is that going to be a full stadium? It ain't like going to, the Subway Series, Mets, Yankees. It ain't going to be like that. Most of the time, like during the weekday especially, some random game, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, anybody going to be there, you can just have capacity restrictions. But there won't be anybody in the crowd, so no tickets, 100 less games. What are we even doing? I'm not going to watch. Sorry, like if I got to see the anthem kneeling and if I got to Major League Baseball doing all this stuff, I'm good. I'm straight. And I don't even really miss sports that much. I'm a sports fan. I really enjoy sports, but I feel like they're all kind of going down this path. Most people in general don't support it. It's popular right now because there's a lot of money behind it. The George Soros's of the world, a lot of big banks are actually behind this, giving millions, if not billions of dollars. Some of the government, the federal government, are behind it. They're trying to acquiesce their demands, trying to defund the police. This is the thing that's going all over the place. You got the mayor of D.C. putting Black Lives Matter on 16th Street right in front of the White House, but she won't go to Southeast on Benning Road and Minnesota Avenue, the same thing, but different story, I digress. My whole point is that this whole thing is political in nature, and it's to appease a very small portion of the population. Really, I think it's not even about black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe. It's not about really the American people. It's about trying to get Trump out of office. It's about people that have a grudge against the president. It's people that are trying to accomplish political goals using regular everyday normies that are out there screeching all the time as their foot soldiers. So if you're a professional screecher, then congratulations, you are a tool, you're being used. And when it's all said and done, when it's all over with, you'll be discarded. If your life is ruined, if you can't really get right mentally afterwards, so what? Your collateral damage. They got what they wanted. Maybe they got Trump out of office, maybe they didn't, but the whole point was to try. All right, you're an experiment, and it just toss you away when you're done. That's really what it's going to be. Major League Baseball, I'm kind of surprised that they did this, honestly, because like I said, their fan base ain't even like that. The fan base, I'm willing to bet you that less than 5%, and I'm being really generous and nice when I say 5%, but less than 5% of their fan base wants to see this. Less than 5%, and then probably less than that, probably less than 1%, probably like Pocahontas, 1,024th percent want to see something like this. The majority of people do not want to see it. So who is it for? The big money donors, big companies, some politicals, lobbyists. What's happening? What's really going on with our nation to where sports are being ruined? Major League Baseball, National Football League, National Basketball Association, people like Mark Cuban coming out talking about anthem kneeling being a thing. And the funny part about basketball is that there's already a rule that's against anthem kneeling because of what happened back in the day with Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Okay, he was kneeling or praying because he became Muslim during the anthem and he got kicked out of the league. Basically, he was pretty much blackballed, never to be seen again. And after that, they had a rule that says you got to be out there standing for the anthem, hand over the heart. You know, they don't want to talk about that, but they want to put Black Lives Matter, I Can't Breathe in the back of their jersey during this whole restart thing. If the virus does not kill the game, they're going to kill it from all this political rhetoric that should not be there. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Major League Baseball is doing the right thing to incorporate politics into the game? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or do you think they're wrong for putting politics in the game? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Am I wrong about it being politics at all? Because some guys may say, you know what, it's not politics, it's just we're fighting for rights. Well, how are you going to fight for rights without politics? We're trying to figure that out. I mean, if you're going to get rights, who's going to come from? The politicians, right? So it's political. But anyway, you guys know where I stand. I'm totally against it. If you want to support Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot, all this, that, and the third, then go for it. That's your business. As long as you don't tear stuff up, as long as you don't try to ruin sports, as long as you don't just interfere with my life and things I got to be doing and things I enjoy doing, then knock yourself out. You know, you can screech all day in the privacy of your own home or your property, but don't go and tear down somebody else's property. Don't go and burn down Wendy's and Starbucks and low-income housing. You know, don't commit arson, don't commit murder, don't commit any kind of violent act because you feel like Black Lives Matter. And for goodness sakes, leave my sports alone. I just want to be able to watch a game, kick back, relax, enjoy myself, okay? I want to go to a ballpark, a football field, a basketball arena, a court, and just chill, hang out, watch the game. That's all I want to do. I don't want any politics, left, right, center, non-binary politics. I don't want any of that involved. Let me enjoy the game. If you don't let me enjoy the game, I and many guys like me will just say, you know what, we're done, hands up, we're finished with the games altogether. We'll go hunting, we'll go fishing, we'll go hiking, we'll play sports ourselves outside and not even watch the games anymore. Then you're going to have salaries dip down to 6 digits max, and the guys are going to be like, man, that was a bad move we made about Black Lives Matter. Hey, if you want to do that, that's fine, but it's your choice. Don't start crying when the money gets low, because it's going to be low this year because of the virus. Less games, nobody in attendance, less merch sales. If that is where you want to go, then do it, but don't cry to me or anybody like me. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.